So we are seeing a lot of technologies related to data analytics and the Internet of Things coming and disrupting especially the energy sector. So I'm going to talk about what are the key risks and how do you really leverage these so that you can transform your business. So straight on, the first thing that I would really encourage a business going towards and implementing the whole Internet of Things and the basket of technologies is to really scale it up right from the start. So what I mean is, if you're a global firm, your oil and gas majors, Shell, Aramco, is to really scale it up so that it covers all your business units, but most importantly, all your geographies. And the reason to do that is what you're trying to do trying to get out of this investment is really to pick up trends. And if you just run it on a pilot on a kind of a single business unit or a single country, you're not really leveraging the technology, especially things like data analytics, which in real time tells you why your retail stations are suddenly down on a particular motor lubricant, for example. So to really get the insight, you have to go across geographies and in some respects where you can, even across your business unit. So the first tip to really get the most out of the new disruptive technologies is to scale it up from the beginning. The second key point to look at is an organizational one. So you need to set up an independent unit which is in charge of these technologies, of executing it, but you need to give it a direct line reporting to the CEO. And again, the reason behind this line of thinking is there is significant investment involved in setting up these the big data and the Internet of Things infrastructure. And if you leave it at a fairly mid-level of decision making, your bureaucracy is just going to slow it down. So by the time it reaches up to the right level, either you've lost the competitive advantage already, or it's just going to fizzle away in the company bureaucracy. So the thing to do from the start again is to have this team which is executing your internal math house and algorithms, reporting directly to the CEO at a certain frequency with its key findings. And third and final thing, and in my mind the most important piece of the puzzle, to really leverage the maximum value from these disruptive technologies like Internet of Things, is to adapt a decision-making capability in your organization. So what I mean by this is, let's take the case of Nokia. I mean, even before the iPhone started. So they were getting hints that Apple is suddenly filing a lot of patents to do with smart screen technologies. And so they were getting this piece of information, but their normal decision making was such that any anomalies were just not factored in. So in other ways, you need a different decision making system to be coached, and there is a lot of decision science now which also supports it, how to treat anomalies. Because one of the consequences of having a big data team set up is you're going to have a lot of insights which are outliers, right? And so you need a system how you can integrate that into your decision making. So to sum up, leverage the most of the disruptive technologies. There are opportunities there, but if it's not set up properly, you simply will not get the return on the investment.